Thursday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Yankees. It's Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next. Jordan Montgomery is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Alec Bohm is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
That is third. The right fielder, number 3, Bryce.
So next to hit is Bryce Harper, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch of the AB now. A pitch out. The throw. And that'll be in plenty of time, and a perfect call on the pitch out there.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Stanton on the run. He's through first and hustling for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Lifetime versus this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 5. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1 home.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Fouled off. Hoskins leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. Now McCutchen belts one, carrying well to left field. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This one's down to third. He's got it. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Vince Velasquez is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phillies. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them. You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Hey. 2-2 now. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard to the right, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 10 home runs and the RBI count at 35. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup. but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
That's a ball.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Comes in with an average of 265, a dozen home runs, and 46 driven in. The 1-0. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Fastball well outside.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Ground ball left side. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 1-0. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, JT Realmuto. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Hicks. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting seventh, the second.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently second best on this Philly ball club in that department. And in steps Scott Kingery as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 1 for 5. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Count remains 2-2. Gregorius, the runner at second with 1 away. popped him up. Voit moving to his left. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the 17th, Adam Hazley.
So a man at second here with 2 away, and Adam Hazley digs in now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Urshela is over to take a look. One and two. Here it is.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Phillies strand 1, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. So here is Aaron Judge, and as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch.
Ball.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. His lifetime line against Velasquez, he's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. Two-0 count, the pitch.
That's a ball.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
High in the air down the right field line. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Line drive, base hit. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Stepping in now, Luke Voigt, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. That average at 291 to start the day, with 19 homers and 49 runs batted in. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. There to take it in is Harper, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday. From the stretch.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. So stepping in is Aaron Hicks. The base knocked to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First delivery to him. And it's fouled away.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCutchen is under it. And the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Stanton coming on. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Gene Segura standing in. He singled in his first AB. Now here it comes.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
1 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This batter's got to be in his head right here. This is where you need to regroup. Fastball in, now change up down and away. This is the cat and mouse that I love about the game.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Gene Segura goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
2 out, nobody on. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. But they lead it 1-0. So now to the plate, Kyle Higashioka. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez. First delivery to him. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Hard hit towards center. Hazley is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Up next, Ahmed Rosario. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
The windup and the 0-1.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Here comes the 1-2. Base hit, line drive into the corner. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Gio Urshela, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Urshela hits a little over the 270 mark. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a liner. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow! And to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1.
Now back, second baseman, DJ.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Memories being made at the ballpark tonight, as they should be. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Here it comes.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The 1-1. Strike two, swinging.
1 ball.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Next up, JT Realmuto flew out in his only at-bat so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-Roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning starting.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Swing and a liner. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
At the plate, Scott Kingery. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Judge is under it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. Hoskins in foul ground. 1 down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So 1 down, no one aboard. And that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder, Gleyber Torres. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Low for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Here it comes, 1-0.
Ball two.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0 on the way. A bouncer to the left side. There's Segura. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready now is Adam Hazley, struck out in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Line drive, snagged on a short hop. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alex.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up Alec Bohm. First offering. A ball and no strikes. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. 3-1 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted down the line and left.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Segura.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring in Gene Segura. First pitch coming. Here it is. Two out, nobody on. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Phillies down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece.
So I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Fouled away. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks, flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Taken in by Gregorius. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
In now, Kyle Higashioka, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats. A foul ball. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Here comes the 1-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Yanks held in check. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Outside, 2-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 2-1 pitch. will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
0-1.
That pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Pitch out.
1-1.
Nothing doing. Harper aboard here at first with nobody out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up. One there. On to first. A double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
At the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
McCutchen will spin and yank this one down the left field line, but this will find the seats foul. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Another full count pitch home. Count remains full. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Full count still.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 3-2 one more time. Ripped down the line. Reined in. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. Score remains tied 1-1. David Hale enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 41, David Hale.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Hazley is there, and he has it for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. And now, Gio Urshela. He hit a sac fly earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Digging in will be DJ LeMahieu. His prior history versus this arm, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. High in the air out towards shallow right. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Darren O'Day is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering.
Ball in.
High and deep down the left field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-1. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Two and 2 the count. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Scott Kingery. He swings and lines it to left. Stanton is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Hazley.
Now into the box, Adam Hazley. He grounded out last time up. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Well, he really
strike.
needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1 pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, third baseman.
That brings up Alec Bohm. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Now here's the first offering. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Comes set, the 0-1.
I got a ball, one strike.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here's the 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Here's big Aaron Judge. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Now here's the first offering. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hard hit toward the hole. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
Now back, the designated hitter, Laker.
Now at the plate here is Gleyber Torres, singled in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now back, the first baseman.
Now to bat, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. One and 1 the count. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Fouled off. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that with too much.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And she'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Lifetime versus this arm, he's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
High and deep down the left field line. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That misses. 1-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Line to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Ready with the 2-0.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Ready with the 2-1. Got him to swing under that one. It's 2-2. Two and 2. Here it is. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game, often quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Standing in now, Kyle Higashioka, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 offering.
Ball that time.
Now a softly hit ball down the line to third. And he'll just step on third and the inning is over. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Chad Green has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Now at the plate is Gene Segura. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's just 1 for 6. He's set and the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
The 1-1 home. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Solo shot to right center, and we are tied again.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Pause, and the 0-2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
You know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box, Andrew McCutchen, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Brandon Kinsler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 19, Brandon Kinsler.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Set and the 1-2 pitch. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box now, Gio Urshela, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Bases are empty, one man out. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Here comes the 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Segura fields it cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. It looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And he puts it on the ground to second. Segura for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Set to start the 9th in this one, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0.
One strike.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now back, second baseman, Didi.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Didi Gregorius. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Shin-high fastball that time, ball 3. Scott Kingery will be next. The 3-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Striding forward now is the DH, Scott Kingery. In his career against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. The 0-1. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time. Laid off for a ball.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And there are 2 away now. Jonathan Loizaga has been summoned here and will try to keep this one tied heading to the bottom of the ninth. Adam Hazley will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. 1 left for Philadelphia. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge, grounded out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit hard towards center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ballgame. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The winning run is at first base. The 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. And Judge is off and running. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Luke Voigt waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
0-1 the count. Possible winning run on second. No one out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Soft grounder left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. And he has a great opportunity to win it here. Winning run at third base, nobody out. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
That's by him for strike one.
Count 1-1.
Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. He'll make the catch, but it ought to be academic now. And the Yankees are going to walk off as winners.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
The finish in tonight's game. New York came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Jonathan Loaizaga wins his fourth game out of the bullpen this year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For Philadelphia, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees